So this latest episode of American Horror Story is another plot twist, kind of. So I got confused at first because it jumped a year. It said 1985. I'm like, wait, no, this is 1984. It says so on the title. So, okay, so we see the next year. And then we jump to 1989. And the whole episode plays out during that time frame. Okay, so Donald is essentially trying to live his life, and he's married to a prostitute, which is hilarious because first you show Margaret and the lifestyles of the rich and famous, which I thought was a riot, and that in itself is just, a throwback. Not that I watched any of that because I'm still a youngin', but kind of watching that was kind of funny for me. But so you have Margaret, and she's playing this role to a T. She is just, being the, oh well, I'm like the best person, and da 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 da. And then Trevor, I believe his name is. Of course, he asked for Margaret and was like, wait, no, I remember you trying to kill me, and I didn't die. So they kind of are blackmailing each other in a sense, and then yelling at each other, and then all of a sudden they start making out. So it's like, wait, okay, I see where this is going. And then we jump to Donald, who saw it on TV that Camp Redwood is gonna have this event, and he basically, So I'm jumping around a bit because my brain can't apparently process in chronological order of this episode. So he's watching this, and he's like, okay, whatever. And his prostitute wife Lorraine is just like, she's not a prostitute anymore. But that was kind of funny that she's like, I'm a prostitute. You used to murder people, so this is perfect. I wanted to see how that kind of worked out. I kind of forgot that Donald was Mr. Jingles, since he looks the same, but I was like, wait, maybe he's not who I think he is. So since Margaret's buying off all these haunted horror places, I figured I had this discussion with a friend of mine who said they're tying in all these episodes. Okay, they always tie in all these episodes, but I wanted them to there was a comment for them to tie into Murder House, the season of American Horror Story. And I don't remember a whole lot from that episode or from that season. So when Donald and Lorraine showed up on the screen, I was like, wait, no, maybe they're from that season. Maybe I'm just completely blanking out. No. Donald is Mr. Jingles, and his, non-prostitute wife have a kid. And it's funny that he works at essentially a Blockbuster video store, and he made a comment of be kind to rewind. And I remember when there were Blockbusters that you had to do that, because, tapes and whatnot, and having to rewind everything and not be that person. You ever get the movie and you're like, damn it, this wasn't rewound. So you have to rewind it just to watch it again. Anyway, let's jump into real life here. So, okay. So the Night Stalker guy, whose name I still don't remember, he is in jail because Donald essentially not framed him, but dude, the guy's face is on a newspaper that says wanted. I mean, I'm surprised that hasn't happened before, but clearly they're in Mexico, and clearly the Mexicans want to beat him up before they call the cops. I don't know. So he's in jail, and Brooke lost her pleas, so she's in jail, and like not seeing how, okay, she got arrested and now she's at this point that she lost all her pleas. I wanted to know what happened in the middle. Maybe we'll still have time. We probably will. Although this is only episode 5 or 6, so we have a few more episodes to kind of wrap that up a little bit. So she gets the death sentence, and she's there, and the Night Stalker's like, okay, my master is telling me that you have potential. Do you want to take it? And she's like, no, screw you. I'm fine. So, okay, she gets the injections. She's pronounced dead. I have to expect her to pop up while everyone's like sitting there still, even if death was pronounced. And then you see at like the last point of the episode, she gets put into like the mortuary, the place with the dead people, whatever it's called. And this person with a hooded like mask is on. The Night Stalker calls on Satan. Satan essentially is one of the in shape of form of one of the security guards, so he can get past all these gates, free him essentially. And I half expected him to be this person in this cloaked thing. No, it's, what's her name? Rita, Donna, Dee Dee, something like that. And she plunges something else into Brooke's arm, and like a second later, she pops up, starts breathing, starts coughing, and then turns over and Dee Dee, whatever her name is, says, "Welcome back to the world of the living." It's like, wait. What are you playing at? Like, she's not dead, which is what I thought. But she didn't renounce herself to Satan. So what has she been doing for the past 5 years? That's what I want to know. So that's fun. Jumping back to Camp Redwood, okay, I'm totally with Ray on this one, that it's like, dude, Montana and the other dude whose name I don't remember need to stop killing people. It's funny that he says it. He's like, you need to stop killing everybody that walks through here. Like, why? I wonder, I don't know how in past seasons how this worked out, or even if it like crossed anyone's brain of the dead killing the dead. Like, can that be a thing? That's what I was thinking, that Ray should just go on his own spree and kill everybody. They're already dead. What's the point? No harm, no foul. Although seeing some of the other campers from the original massacre was kind of a funny thing, that they're just standing there watching Montana kill the guy, and they're like, really, you have to be bored with this. Like, what? Hey, you're dead. But as Ray said, and he makes a good point, of course he's got to say it to the audience, we don't know the rules. You don't know the rules of being dead. You've never been dead before. You don't know how this plays out. So the fact that this, like, that Margaret is gonna have this like rock and roll concert at Camp Redwood and essentially leaving it open to this massacre happening a second time is crazy. And the list of names on there, like, those are like legit. I wonder how they're gonna play it, where they're gonna maybe not have any of these people like actually show up in the series, and or any variations thereof of them, and then be like, oh, well, we were gonna have this, and so canceled, and this happened, and then there was a bloodbath, and da. So I don't know. Curious things. So yeah, as always, it's keeping my attention, that's for sure. I guess we'll just have to see how it all plays out. Very interesting to see that Brooke was gonna essentially take the bullet. She didn't take the bullet. She also didn't get her head chopped off, which would have been a lot harder to resurrect, by the way. So I guess being the injection route was probably wise if she had a choice, if it showed that she had a choice at all. So yes, the plot thickens as usual.